You're just different. It doesn't mean that you're bad at learning languages. It could mean that the method that you're using is not right. So I was just thinking about this the past few days because there's something that I've realized about myself, and I thought, well, why don't I just do a video about it? I just discovered that I'm not really into the flashcard thing. Well, at least the electronic flashcard. I've been using Anki, not sure how to say it, on and off for probably about maybe like 2 years. I never paid attention to why I will use Anki for a few weeks and then I just stop using it. And I forget about it, then I'll go back in and I'll make some new vocabulary. And then I forget about it and I stop using it again. So I've been thinking about this lately, about trying to be more effective because I'm just busy. I homeschool my kids. I'm married. I run a business. Even though I really enjoy learning languages, I want it to be enjoyable. I don't want it to be painful. I don't think that learning a language should have to be something that you just make yourself do. Now, there are some things that may not be as fun, but I wanted to try to explore, why is this so difficult for me? My husband, he's for years been studying strengths and talents, things like that, things that we're naturally good at. A few years ago, we both took an aptitude test and found out what our natural strengths are, and also some recommendations about what we should go into for work. Actually, one of my recommendations for work is what I have been doing for almost 4 years now, is tutoring English as a second language because of my strength in language, and also I have the ability to kind of come up with ideas on the fly. But another one of my strengths is actually kind of a weakness for me in certain methods for language learning. I have this strength that I need to use. Well, there are two. There is high idea flow and also rhythm memory, which means that it can be applied in a lot of different ways. I'm getting super nerdy with this, but trust me, it goes somewhere. Rhythm memory can be used obviously for remembering rhythms, but also it means it's a person who wants to set their own pace, a person who does not like to follow instructions. Yeah, it's me. So this can be a problem with very regimented types of learning. Also, it means that I like to get up and move around. It's very hard for me to sit still. And the high idea flow means that I'm constantly coming up with new ideas. I come up with ideas just like that, like ideas just popping everywhere. And so it makes it very difficult for me to stick to one thing. These kind of strengths can be obviously used in a very positive way. For writing, writing is very good because you can come up with a lot of ideas. But the point of this video, that long explanation, the point is that sometimes a method that you're using may not be the method for you. Even if it's something that a lot of people say that it's the best thing that they've ever used and it works for 44 million people and it doesn't work for you, you're just different. It doesn't mean that you're bad at learning languages. It could mean that the method that you're using is not right. And I think that's most of the time what the case is. Now that I realize that I'm not going to like electronic flashcards. I'm just not going to like it. It's not dynamic enough for me. And I know that sounds so weird because you can do whatever you want with them. You can add pictures. I've tried that. But I don't feel motivated to look at them. So I'm going to try to make some actual flashcards for myself. I have some ideas, and see if that helps. I'm going to try that out and see if that works. And what I mean by work is that I feel like I can be consistent with it, that I feel like it's flexible enough that I won't get bored with it. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know how that goes. But I would love to hear from you all. What is something that works for other people that has not worked for you in language learning? I put this question out there in my language enthusiast group and got a few interesting answers. Some people said classes, some people said flashcards like me, some people said any kind of course like Rosetta Stone or even Duolingo. So what about you guys? What's something that works for other people but hasn't worked for you in language learning? Put that in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Happy language learning.